showtime.
Well, hello there, everybody. Welcome to the show. If you are new to the channel, I am your host, Robert, a.k.a. The Tallman. This is my lovely co-host and wife, Lisa, a.k.a. Mrs. Tallman. Not that anyone ever calls her that. We are coming to you live one more time, this final episode here, live from the Celebrity Reflection from our cabin here, 6180. Yep. And I don't know if you were catching this at the very beginning, but let me get rid of those. Look at that view tonight from our balcony. Is that just absolutely stunning? I actually recorded that for about 10 minutes or so before we came live, just because that was an absolute amazing view. Anyway, TGIF, thank God it is Friday, and we hope you guys had a wonderful week. Thank you all who have joined us thus far during our cruise here. Tonight, we're going to be covering decks 14, 15, and 16, so stay tuned. We are going to get to that in just a couple of seconds. Just before we do that, couple quick housekeeping notes. One, if you want to know anything about celebrity or Celebrity Reflection in particular, we're on here one more night. We can get the answer for you. We have one more night to go down to customer service. It's a lot easier to get answers from crews than it is from people on the phone on shoreside. So if you're with us live, leave a question in the chat. Just write question and then your question. If you're watching the replay, well, leave your question anyway, because we do answer all of our questions, all of our comments. We answer all of the comments, and we'll do our best to give you the right answer, okay? We're also giving away a ship. We're going to talk about that more. Literally, yeah, we are giving away a ship, but we'll talk about that after we do the decks. So is everybody ready?
Let's do it.
I know I'm ready. So let's get to deck 14, Tallman style.
Whoop, 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 whoop. Filming Tallman style.
Hey everybody, today Lisa and I, we are on the Celebrity Reflection
We are on deck 14. There's a lot of stuff to see up here. We've got your Ocean View Cafe, the Sky Observation Lounge, and then the pools and the solarium. So let's go take a look. We're going to start in the solarium. Now, unlike other cruise lines where the solarium is an adult only, there are no signs posted that we've seen or I've seen that says adults only. It's just called the solarium. Inside the solarium here, you have the spa cafe, full drink station, and they have different things here throughout the day. We're in port right now, so they have nothing. And the roof on this solarium is always closed. We'll walk up here so you can see. I do believe those panels can open up so you can let out a little bit of the heat, but it's not a retractable roof like a lot of the solariums. Nice cool little water thing over there. Hot tubs. This place was quite crowded on sea days. There's towel stations there. If you watched our Deck 5, I was talking about them washing the ship. Here's partially how they do it. It's automatic. Some cruise lines have the automatic. Some people, we've actually seen a crew guy out there with a hose, but as you see, this one's automatic. It just washes all the salt off. So here's our main pool area. We have a shower that I just passed. Towel stations here. Lots of seating as you see over here, but we're going to duck into the inside. Pool bar, which has been very crowded. That is the least crowded that I've seen it, probably because it's a port day. But when the ship's moving and everybody's on board, there was a line 6 to 10 deep all the time. Entertainment and stuff up here. Nice little ping pong table. It's time to enter the Ocean View Cafe. I didn't point out, but here are your elevators. Here in the back of the ship, there's a bank of 4 on this side, and we'll show you the bank of 4 when we get to the other side. Ladies' restroom, as well as accessible. We're in between services right now, so it's a little bit more quiet. We've enjoyed the heck out of this buffet. We've never had a problem finding a seat. There's 2 big drink stations here right in the middle. This is where all the food is, all right here. And there's never really been a line. Everybody sort of just mills around and goes to the food that they want to get. The food here in the buffet has been absolutely fantastic. Another drink station back here in the back. This area back here remains fairly quiet. When the inside is really busy, it's still pretty quiet back here. As you see, we're all the way in the back of the ship. Give me a good look back here. It's the front of the Wonder of the Seas. Anyway, there is a set of stairs, as you can see here, to get up to 15, if you want to go to 15 from here. How big that ship is, we're on deck 14 on our ship, which is the same level as the bridge on Wonder of the Seas. Now this side is exactly a mirror image of the other drink station. Seating all around. Here are some salads, Chef Daily Special, Asian Delights, Indian Specialities. On the other side is a vegan section. They grill. They have like for lunch everyday steaks and pork chops and stuff. There's sort of a Greek salad area here with rolls, desserts, cheeses. There's your pizza down here and pasta. So there's all kinds of things. Ice cream, soft serve and or regular dipped ice cream. Remember, we had the ladies' room on the other side. This side is the men's, both regular and accessible. I also told you there were 4 more elevators on this side. There they are right there. So let's go out and catch this side of the pool. Open, says me. No, on the other side, there was a ping pong table. They don't have one on this side. Seating all down through this side, but we're going to go get up closer to the pool. Now, though there are kids on board, and there is a kids area, there are no water slides, rock climbing walls. There's a sports court, which we'll see on another deck. And they do have plenty of activities. But if you're into the flow riders and the rock climbings and all those really outdoorsy, sportsy things, this ship does not have any of that. Instead, get up to 15, pool bar again. Sun and sea.
There's a ladies' room here too.
Is there a ladies' room here? Did I miss it? Lisa said there's a ladies' room right there, also accessible. I wonder if that means the men's is on the other side. It is. There's a men's room right there. Back into the solarium. As you see, the pool does have a chairlift, so if you have mobility challenges, you can use the pool in the solarium as well as the hot tub over here. Now we're right back where we started, except we haven't seen the Sky Observation Lounge yet, so let's go in here. This is a great space. Nice big bar, really comfy chairs. Little ramp right here, by the way. Now, this is a nice place to come and chill. So on sea days, got a great view of where we're going. I talked about activities. I don't think I've ever seen this before, but they have an indoor shuffleboard court.
That is portable.
Yeah.
Yes. Love it.
They can move it around. It's just like a piece of carpet or fabric that they rolled out. Obviously, you can see the instruments here, so they have entertainment up here nightly. All right, everybody, that is 360 degrees here on deck 14. Let us know what your favorite area is. I can tell you right now, mine's right back there. Leave it in the comments below. Until we see you on another deck or another ship, be safe. Ciao. Hey everybody, welcome back. Today, Lisa and I, we are on the Celebrity Reflection. We are now up on deck 15. This is all outdoor public space. We're going to take a look at it. We are standing right here. This whole area here is all kids area. Lisa shot a little bit of video of that, so we'll put it in here now. All right, so hopefully you saw the kids area. We're going to go out this side and walk all the way around and show you the full tour of deck 15. Men's and women's room right here. Men's there, women's there.
Ladies.
Ladies, women's, sorry. And again, the kids area. We shoot the kids area when we first get on the ship because it's not open. And so we're not videoing the children in there. We don't like to do it, but it's forbidden anyway. But we don't like to do that. We try our best not to get people in any of the videos, but it's absolutely impossible unless we have the whole ship to ourselves. We're all the way up here at the front of the ship. Here's your sports court. Basketball, pickleball, they do all kinds of things in here. And obviously there's the doorknob right there to get in and can have some fun in there. They do different organized things throughout the day, or you can just hang out there and play. I think we're going to take a little detour, everybody. Since the only deck 16 part of the ship is right here, it's called the Solstice deck. We'll go ahead and take a look at that right now. Nothing but storage for chairs up here. This says exit. Let's see what it leads to. Stairs. The elevator doesn't come up here, but the stairs do. So I want to make sure I showed you that. So this would be another quiet area on sea days. It's all the way to the front of the ship. So all the stuff that happens in the pool deck area, with the pool Olympics and all that stuff, you wouldn't hear that back here. Plus you can't overlook the sports court, what goes on down there. And it's the same thing on this side. Chairs being stored down there and stairs to get down to 15. But we're going to go back the way we came to stay on our path. Here's the entrance on the other side. Got to press this button right here and it opens. We started right there. There's the elevators, but we went the other way. Just wanted to point that out so you can get in from either side. Approaching a very, very popular area, which is right to my left here. This is the Mass Grill. This is where you get your hamburgers and hot dogs and stuff. There's also a drink station right there. And so this area is always busy. You can also cut across to the other side if you want, from right there. I like these little shaded areas. If you get up here early enough, I suppose you can get one of these. They have them on both sides. cross over to the other side right there as well. There's stairs to get down to 14 there, as well as to get to your aft elevators. Go through the door so you can see aft elevators and stairs. Inside here is the studio. We'll just show you on the map, even though I know I have a map up there. We're standing right here. So you have the studio. The rest of this is outside, which we'll show you. Now, this is one of the really, really unique things about this ship. This is real grass. It's not fake. In fact, they tell you, welcome, relax in the lawn club. Please refrain from wearing high heel shoes, using deck furniture. It's real grass. I was always amazed that they had real grass here and you can keep it going. Now, these little areas here, these, if I remember correctly, are areas that you would have to rent or lease or whatever you want to call it. It comes with some extra perks, but that's what they look like. You can do lawn bowling up here too. And they usually have some sort of sports playing up there. They also have some hammocks you can lay in right there. I think Lisa laid in one of those hammocks, didn't you?
I did, but I didn't climb into the big chair.
Men's restroom and accessible right here. This is also another smoking area here in the back. If I understand it correctly, it's just right here.
Even have a foot wash station.
Clean your feet off after walking in the grass. Surround the bath, isn't that bar? Nice and comfy. The stairs that we were pointing to, if you watch deck 14, those are the stairs that I pointed out in deck 14 to let you up here in the back. Women's room right here, plus accessible. Men's on one side, women's on the other. There's a couple of cups here, so you can come up here and practice your putting. I haven't played golf in a while, but used to play 3 or 4 times a week. And yeah, they need to cut that. Balls aren't going to roll very well on that. That is not a regulation green. Anyway, here you go. Here's another side. That is your lawn club grill, I think is what it's called. We'll get a little closer for you. I think you technically had to enter from the other side. But yeah, that's the lawn club grill. We'll just take a deep tour so you can see in there. Lawn club grill. Yeah, you check him on the other side. Here's an area called the porch. Different things out here as well. This is all seafood here on the porch. You can get into the stairs and elevators right there. Then those are the forward elevators and stairs. We showed you this walkway from the other side, kind of a bridge to get you over. Make pool. Is your mast bar. And here is the third smoking section. There's 3 of them on the ship. 1 on deck 5, 1 in the back of 15, 1 right here on 50. And that, my friends, is all of deck 15 and the little bit of deck 16 that there was. This is the door we came out when we started, so we have gone 360 degrees. So until we see you on another deck or another ship, be safe. Ciao!
Whoop, 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 whoop. Filming Tom and Style.
Well, there you go, everybody. We are now back live, and you are looking at Balcony Cam. That is a camera, our camera, out on our balcony, looking towards the back of the ship, and what a beautiful view tonight. We've only really had a couple of really nice nights where there were no clouds that we could see the moon and the sun, the shine of the moon on the water. It's actually been very dark out there.
It has been, but wow, this is making up for it. That water looks almost glassy tonight.
It does. Let me see if we can move it a little bit there. There you go.
Thank you.
Dialing. And the moon's getting ever closer towards the back of the ship. We're going to lose it pretty soon. So
Yeah.
yes, and thank you for the thumbs up.
Yes, thank you. We appreciate all of you. Thank you.
Thank you, everybody, for being with us. We appreciate that. Before we started, I told you I was going to tell you about that we're giving a ship away. And if you're still with us, if you were there at the beginning, we are going to be doing actually, we're going to be doing 2 inaugurals.
Yes.
Like in a couple of weeks, we're getting on the NCL Aqua. But right after that, we're getting on the MSC World America.
Yes.
And we are doing a giveaway. 100%, not sponsored by anybody, but we have commissioned I'm calling him a Lego artist, to build us a 1 in 400 scale model of the MSC World America, and out of Lego type bricks. And so it's going to be a nice size model. It'll stand on its own, and we are giving it away. As I mentioned, not sponsored by anybody, YouTube, MSC, Legos, nobody. Robert and Lisa are paying for this. And so how do you participate and register, if you will, to win this amazing gift from us? Thank you for the thumbs up. There is no registration.
No.
We're going to do it live. So when we're on the MSC World America, we broadcast live every night at 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time from all the ships we're on. And so if you love cruising and you love to see all the tours of the ships and the things that go on when you're not cruising, consider subscribing to the channel. With that being said, at 9 o'clock from the 12th to the 19th, when we're on that ship, on one of those shows, I'm not going to tell you which one, on one of those shows, we're going to randomly pick someone out of the chat. Now, we are not actually going to pick it. We have a piece of software called Raffly, and the information will go in there. We hit a button, it does a countdown, and boom, it announces the winner.
Yes.
Now, with there, you don't think there's any favoritism, and we're going to have a screen and show that live so you can see it's all legitimate and stuff, but one of the subscribers out there, hopefully subscribers, right? It's not a requirement to subscribe, but we sure would like it if you did, and hit the thumbs up button and become part of the Tall Man Clan. But one of the subscribers that night, one of those nights, I should say, is going to win the replica of the World America.
Yes.
I don't know what the value of it is, but I can tell you, if you want a replica of the Titanic, you can go to Lego's website right now. It's going to cost you $660. So it gives you an idea of the value of this gift. So, all right, so there's that. So let's say hello to everybody, because we haven't said hello to anybody yet.
Right? Yes.
Hello, Macrina.
Hey.
You're early today, as long as
Yes.
YouTube doesn't delete this. Well, guess what?
Oh.
It didn't delete it. TGIF, that is right, Patricia. Welcome. And Justina also said, glad you can join us tonight, to Macrina. Hello, Bev. Good to see you. Everybody's talking to everybody there. Hello, Mama Tall Man. How are you? We actually did. Did you see it in the highlights?
Yeah.
We're turning. We just lost the moon.
Oh no.
Oh no.
Aw.
Oh, sorry. Yeah, we were up at 3:00 this morning videoing nothing because it was eclipsed. But we put it in the highlights, at
Yeah.
least a little segment
A
of it.
little bit of it,
Yep.
yeah.
It's so hard without like really expensive equipment to get really good views. But
It is. The ones that I was taking is still shots. It's hard to do that with us as well because we are moving.
Yes.
To get a still shot, you kind of need to be
Still.
stationary still. And so the pictures turned out a little bit grainy when you blow them up, but you can tell I think you can tell it's
thank
an
you.
eclipse. Yes, thank you very much.
Mama Tallman says, Macrina, happy to see you made friends with YouTube. Hello, Valerie. How are you tonight? Good to see you again. Patricia, was that officers in uniform in the pool? Yes, it was. They had bathing suit bottoms, but their uniform top.
Yep.
And that's something they do here. So basically, that was sort of a little bit part of the pool Olympics kind of stuff that they do here. And there was a couple of rounds ahead of time.
Yes, there were 4 teams.
Yep. And the winner of that got to play the
Against the
officers.
officers, yes. The officers on this ship, they really do a lot. They'll play game shows with the officers against guests. So they do a lot of things with the guests. They really do get involved. It's a lot of fun.
Thank you.
Thank you.
After all of Macrina's telling us about it, she slept right through it.
Oh my goodness. Well, I'll post my grainy pictures on Facebook and hopefully somebody else will have a better shot.
Yeah,
but I'll
here.
post what I've got.
Hang on, everybody.
It literally looked like a marble or one of those small rubber balls that you bounce, tiny little balls. It looked like that just hanging up in the sky.
Hang on, everybody. All right, hang on. I'm going to mute that. Obviously, that was just beautiful right there, but that's not it.
Nope.
Where is it? It's right about there. Come on. Oh, no. A little bit further.
There it
is, right there.
Oh, yeah. It literally looked like just this little ball or marble or something just hanging up, floating up in the sky.
Yeah, we'll put us up there. We had it zoomed in as much as we could, but oddly enough, it was even blur. It was very blurry.
Yes.
So we left it all the way out, and then I just zoomed in mechanically after the fact here to get it close. But yeah, it was just the tiniest of little slivers up there, and
But
so
it stayed red for a long time. I finally gave up looking for it to change and I went to bed.
yeah, I stayed up a little bit longer.
Yeah.
Hello, Tuesday. It's Friday. Welcome. How are you doing? Beautiful sunset. Thank you, Macrina.
Yes.
Yeah, we have gotten some amazing sunsets on this cruise.
Yeah.
I mean, we're just in the beginning of the highlights, right? Where did it go here? While we were on this ship.
Yes.
Bev also looked like she slept through it too.
Oh my goodness.
Aw.
Well, we almost did. Hi.
Yeah, we almost forgot.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
So anyway, hey, Antonio, welcome. Those sunsets and moonshots are awesome. In 16 days, you'll be able to enjoy them for yourself. Absolutely.
Yes.
And until then, you can live vicariously through us. Perfect. Good evening, Carol. How are you? Good to see you. It's a ship shower. Yes, it is. Did the spinning brushes follow? I'm not.
Did the spinning brushes?
I don't know.
I don't know.
Sorry, Elaine.
Yeah. But hello.
Hello, Angela. How are you? Daniel, good to see you again. Bev, I like how the buffet is very open and great outdoor area. Yeah, it really, it's a great.
It's beautiful.
It's funny. A lot of this is not a tiny ship. It's like 125,000 tons. Yeah, 125,300 tons. So it's not a tiny ship. It's not a mega ship. It's in between. But most buffets are really split up these days, where you have some stuff in the back and some stuff towards the front, and maybe a vignette or two on the side. But this one, it's all right together. And at first glance, you're going to be like, well, that's going to be a cluster when it's time to get some food.
But it's not.
No, that has been the case.
Because they've got the variety of foods out there, and they'll do things too, like to make it a little bit easier to figure out what's going on there. Like for the taco section, they'll have Mexican hats out, the sombreros, and they'll do things like that. But it's been very, very easy to get around.
It really has.
Of seating. The food has been wonderful. It has been really good. What are you looking at?
Are we not moving?
Oh, it does look like we stopped.
Hang on, everybody.
All right, Robert's going to go investigate. Careful there. We got cords going all over the place. Yes, I see. But it definitely does look like we are still. What's the verdict? We are moving. Okay. We are moving. We just don't look like we're moving. And I guess that water is just so calm. All right. Careful coming back over. Oh, thanks for that. I don't know. He just walks across the bed and puts his foot right where I'm going to put my covers in my face.
I walked on my side, too.
Well, that's your side. If you want footprints on your side, that's fine.
Where's my condom? There it is.
Your
my condom.
Oh, my goodness.
Because the moon has gone behind the ship, it's not catching the ripples in the water.
Gotcha.
That's what we're seeing or not seeing.
Gotcha.
So anyway,
okay.
Mama Tallman says no washy. Yeah, when it was time, they had somebody out with the little squeezy thing, the rub
hand
it,
sanitizer.
but there is no the wash stations
No.
like a lot of the other ships.
No.
So, Macrina's asking if anyone remembers seeing or playing bocce ball on Carnival. It was portable inside. It was fun.
I've seen it on the Firenze and the Venezia, but I haven't seen it on any other Carnival ships.
They had lawn bowling up there.
Yeah, they did.
Here, real grass.
Yeah,
it's great.
Actual playing lawn bowl. Yeah.
She's at Cruise on Imagination 12 and 14, and don't remember seeing it then either.
Yeah. No.
Maybe it wasn't on every ship. Maybe it depended on the cruise director. Yeah.
That's yeah, I would imagine so.
Smoking next to the fresh grass. Hey, give smokers a little love. They could, at least some grass. I don't know. A lot of them that are out there are smoking grass anyway. I'm just saying. Not on this ship, but, they could have lawn bowling. They did. You just didn't see the balls. There was lawn bowling up there. Had them out there.
And when we did the highlights of me in the hammock and you saw my lovely feet in the hammock, there was a couple that was playing just to my right. They were playing the lawn bowling there.
Yeah, could play jarts. I don't think they're going to they want people with their heels up there. I don't think they allow jarts.
I wouldn't think so.
Croquet would be fun, but then you'd have to put the pickets in. And the funny thing is, the lawn bowling is probably the most aggressive thing they allow on the grass.
It probably is.
They're very protective of their grass, which I understand. It's
well, yeah. I mean, if it gets damaged, it takes a long time for it to repair.
It does.
Yeah.
And it just even a lot just to keep it growing here.
Yes.
Right? Because of the salt and the different things. So anyway, but croquet would be fun.
Yes.
Great options. Thank you. Yeah, I agree. It was a long day / week yesterday on the group cruise. Reminded me and I'll tell you a story about it. Okay? On the group cruise, we'll remind you. Muted.
Oh, no.
No, we're not muted. Muted? No, we're not muted. Muted. Okay, you're back. Oh, it's when I was switching. It took us just a second.
Oh.
Beautiful sunset, right? Absolutely.
Yeah.
Spinning brushes for the ship shower. We probably, as we were walking by, we probably missed it. Like there was a shower out there. We probably missed it.
Okay, yeah.
Not me. Hello, not me. Really cool. Not me. Tuesday says, this might help. The ship spray wash reminds me of the car wash. That's
cleaning the
yeah.
windows. Gotcha. Yes.
Yeah. Okay.
Are we that far behind?
I don't know.
Oh, wow.
No, they're just catching.
Okay.
They're just having to talk about it.
Okay.
You know what?
Well, you know what it is, because we haven't just now read the comments.
Yes.
We went through the whole
thing
without reading comments. I gotcha.
We're going to have snack time, but when we get back from snack time, in case my brain forgets, remind me to talk about this. We got to talk.
The cube.
We got to talk about that. But it's snack time, everybody. Grab your snacks. Grab your snacks. We're going to have a little snack music. Here we go. All right, everybody, snack time is over. Back to business. Hopefully everybody had a good snack. Leave in the chat what you guys have. We're going to come back to full screen here for just a second. Thank you all for being with us. Let's see. Macrina is having dark chocolate and iced tea. Ooh. You saw what I am having. Pizza.
Yeah.
And for dessert, cookies.
I had cookies too. Mine are the white chocolate chip and macadamia nut.
Nice.
Yeah.
Macrina, we went on a midnight pizza run for you.
Yeah.
So there you go. Anyway.
Yeah, I don't know if you noticed that during the video. I got up and left.
Patricia, again, no snack tonight.
Oh my goodness! Well, you're gonna have to have another cookie.
Am I gonna have to need a cookie for you? Jeez. Irene's like, too late for me to eat. Yeah, I can understand, but we're running late hours, so we'll still have a few hours to work it off.
Yeah, we do.
Bev had an almond croissant.
Ooh,
croissant. An almond croissant. Mm. Nice. Macrina, just love these songs even more now, right? Irene's like, I want pizza now.
Oh, yeah.
My doctor asked me why I'm gaining weight. I told him I'm eating snacks to the morning light. Oh, something else we're about to get blamed for. Carol's like, cookies. Go. Cookies. Have a cookie. You know what? Hang on, Patricia. Cookies. Hang on, Patricia. There you go. Patricia, your cookie's really good.
Mm-hmm. And let me tell you, the pizza on this ship is really good.
Top 3.
Yeah.
I mean,
definitely.
MSC still number 1.
Yeah.
But it's hard to put 2 and 3.
It is.
It really is.
Yeah.
It's really like good. Mint Oreo cookies. Oh my gosh.
Ooh, nice. Don't they have like a caramel cookie, Oreo cookie out now?
Just a caramel Oreo cookie?
Yeah, the kids were talking about it. I can't remember what it's called now, but there's a different flavor that's out. I'm assuming a limited time.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know where I'm gonna go when the volcano blows. Okay.
Oh.
What?
I was just saying, Macrina just had her pizza.
I had already put that up there while you were talking.
I didn't know.
She just had her pizza.
Okay.
Irene's all, well, I got to get snacks for the group cruise live shows. Exactly. Got to bring snacks. Okay. How many of you people out there watching have one of these? You all know what that is, right? If you don't, just if you have one, write in the comments, yes. Let me do that on Lisa's shirt. You can probably see it a little better.
Oh, yeah. Black shirt.
Again, type yes if you have one or no if you do not. We'll get there in a minute because they're behind.
Okay.
Patricia says, how about the increased alcohol? Doctor, I drank a lot when I used this before.
Well, we didn't say it had to be alcohol. I drink tea. He drinks
Hi.
lemonade.
My name's Patricia. I'm an alcoholic. How long have you been drinking? Drink 6'4". I don't know. I'll figure out something. Macrina does not. Elisa, there's a toffee crunch Oreo cookie.
Okay, that's got to be what it was. Yeah.
Carol says yes. Elaine is no. Bev is no.
Mhm.
Not the cube, but the UK one. Okay. All right. Yeah. So, no, Antonio does. God, I can't believe a lot of you guys don't have this.
Yeah.
I am shocked.
Well, I mean, probably
Shocked.
they don't use as many charging things as we do.
So, all the cabins on this ship
Mhm.
have 2 U.S., 1 European.
Mhm.
I was in the middle of doing some other edits while we're on this ship, and oh, hang on, did I miss it? I did. And they only had 1 U.S. and 1 European. I think it was maybe the Carnival Glory.
Mhm.
I was doing some cabin edits during the show here, and so this is a power transformer. It does multiple different powers, but here's the Europe, and this can plug right into the European slots on the cruise ships, and you just plug your normal plugs here. But they also have USB on the side, and so it turns one outlet really into 3.
Mhm.
But more importantly, it turns a European power outlet into
Something
3
usable for us.
Correct.
Yes.
Now, if a ship is, hang on, boy, I missed another one. Yeah. If there's like, look, we charge a lot of things. I've got a phone that videos. She's got a phone that videos.
Mhm.
And then the microphones we use. I mean, everything needs to charge, right? Computers, these things. And so we are always struggling for power.
Mhm.
And something like this, it actually solves a lot because I can get 3 devices out of this.
Yeah.
And so if you're on a ship that's probably more than most ships, not all, but more than 6-ish years old, you're more than likely going to only have
A few
1
outlets.
U.S., 1 European,
Mhm.
maybe 2 U.S. But I'm shocked that it's just there's very little power now. The newer ships, because everything's on an app and everybody's got this and bringing their tablets and all these different things, they're adding some more outlets in the newer ships. So
Yes.
we're about to be on the Aqua, so we'll take a look in there. But everybody should have this in their travel kit. It weighs absolutely nothing, takes up no space in a suitcase or a backpack or something, just to make sure that you can charge your devices, right? We have links down in the description. Get them from Amazon. There's several different types. There's the expensive ones and the inexpensive ones. This is the cheapest one I could buy. I told y'all I'm cheap, so this is the cheapest one that I could buy. I'll be honest, I don't even remember what I paid for it. So, $20, $25 or something like that. But I mean, there's like $60 ones of these. Don't need any of that. Just $20 one. But there's links down there. Again, you all should 100% add this to your packing list of things that you bring, because let me tell you, it's that one time that you need it and don't have it. Because again, for instance, we haven't pulled this out of our suitcase in a long time.
We haven't.
And we got here, we're like, wow, okay, we have power problems.
Yeah.
Let's get this out. And we got it out, but that's because we had it.
Yeah.
So technically, I think I got like 4 of these things.
We've
So,
got quite a few of them.
yeah, there you go. Back over there. A little pulled it out. We were going, I'm like, hey, get every night for the past 3 nights. I'm like, grab the cube so we can talk about the cube. I've been wanting to talk about it like forever.
Well, especially on the ship, because like you said, we only have 2 US and 1 European.
Yep.
So yeah,
Yep.
it's been a huge help.
And actually, it's 3 phones. I have the phone that I use, like my personal phone. She's got her personal phone. And then we have the phone that we do all the videoing
Mhm.
on. And so, because there's no other things in that phone, which makes it empty, so we can cram more video in there. So we're charging 3 devices every night. Then there's the computer,
Mhm.
right? So it just the microphones, the gimbals, all this stuff. It's crazy.
Yep.
Anyway, which is not yet, but on my to-buy list. All right. Just remember, there's a link down in the description when you're ready, okay? We don't take all of Best Buy on our cruises. I got mine from Amazon.
Yeah.
This is the one that I have here is not that one, but we also got one compliments of Virgin.
Yeah.
On the inaugural of the Resilient Lady, we had like a butt ton of onboard credit, and we tell you guys over and over again we don't drink, and so
we had onboard credit
and drink money,
$700 worth of drink credits.
So by the end of the cruise, we hadn't spent anything really. So we're like, what can we get? So we went and bought a bunch of candy, and we bought a cube just like that to have another one.
Yes.
So she's got one in her pack, and I got one in my pack, and so anyway, so it's a great thing to have. It really is.
Yeah.
So just tried the link and it's not there anymore. Okay, I'll take a look at it. I haven't updated those links in a long time, Irene. So let me take a look at it after this, and I'll fix it and I'll let y'all know. Okay.
Thank you.
It's on the list. Last time I cruised, the only thing that needed charging were camera batteries. Right? Remember that?
Yes.
Yes. It's crazy now. I mean, just think about it. If you brought a tablet or an iPad and then you have your phone, I mean, there's two things right there. Not a lot of people are going to bring their computer. Obviously, we do because of what we do, but I've seen a ton of people walking around here with their computers.
Yeah.
Shocked.
Yeah.
Right? But there's all kinds of like, Lisa, we also have our TINS unit. Remember, I had been having some back problems. You all watched me through that. And, Lisa, from time to time, her back bothers us. The TINS units, they have to be charged. It's amazing to think at how many things we bring with us on a daily basis that need charging or need power.
Yeah.
And if you're in a cabin for 7-ish days or longer and power is scarce, you're going to be thankful you have one of those cubes.
Yeah.
Yep. So anyway, it's on the list. Outside of that, today was a day in the Bahamas. You saw some of that in the highlights. We thought about getting off for a moment, but the funny thing was we're like, let's just take it easy. So we're getting ready. We were going to lay down and take a nap. And my phone goes off, and it's a good friend of ours. You've seen him on here before. You've seen him in our Facebook group. Facebook group. Larry. He's like, man, I'm right next to you. The Celebrity Summit was parked next to us in the Bahamas today. And I'm like, I thought you said you were on the anyway, long story short, he happened to be in a cabin that was on the side facing us, and we could see him from our balcony.
So we're waving at each other.
We took pictures. we was like, well, let's get off the ship. We'll get off the ship and we'll go hang out a little bit. But it turns out he wasn't feeling very well today. And he's a bit older than us too. And if he's not feeling well, he needs, just gonna relax and stuff. So we'll catch up with him another time. But it was so funny. We're like, this is the closest we've been to him in, a couple of years. It's like, dude, you're right there. Come on, man.
No, it's been a year. We were on the symphony.
Was it the year?
Yeah.
Yeah, but okay.
It's been about a year.
Yeah. We were in the symphony with them. So outside of that, it just dinner. We'll talk about dinner here in a minute. We just wrapping things up. We went and dropped a couple of dollars into Future Cruise.
Yes, we did.
We've told you about that over and over again. Man, book your next cruise, even if you don't know what the cruise is. It's a reduced deposit. They'll put a holder on it, and you've got 6 months to a year, depending on what ships you're on, to pick an itinerary. And you end up with, we're getting like $500 of onboard credit, right? So, I mean, there was no reason not to do that.
Yeah.
We're definitely going to go on Celebrity again.
Yeah.
So it's just a matter of which ship and which itinerary, which we have 6 months to pick that. So we wrapped that up, and I saw a little bit of the show tonight. Not nearly as good as the first show.
Right.
But they were still singing and they were still playing. There may have been a little bit of tracks going on because I don't think they have a piano player. And there was piano going in a couple of little segments. But that was a pretty good show. So, so there's that. Hang on. Let's see. Oh, menus. So let's talk about dinner.
Yeah.
Shall we talk about dinner?
Yeah.
Dinner! All right. Of course, we'll post all this stuff up in our Facebook group. I put the Facebook thing up there a minute ago, and I didn't keep it up there. It's a private group, everybody, right? So if you want to join the Facebook group, anybody's welcome, and everybody's welcome. You just have to answer the 2 questions. What was your first cruise you've ever been on? If you've never been on a cruise, tonight's word is cube. The second question is just agreeing to the group rules and policies, which is simply no spamming and be nice. Okay. Anyway, so we post all this stuff up in the Facebook group. So tonight, beef carpaccio, chicory apple pear salad with toasted walnuts, blue cheese, and a cider vinaigrette. Cream of broccoli, chopping broccoli. And then the standards, Caesar salad, shrimp cocktail, escargot, and baked French onion soup. For the dinners, Cajun spiced drum fish, oven roasted chicken saltimbocca, penne primavera, Barolo braised beef short ribs, vegetable korma, roasted pork tenderloin, and then the normal broiled salmon, grilled chicken breast, New York strip steak, which is what I had. Okay. For dessert, apple tartan, olive oil cremeux, cherries jubilee again, apple pie a la mode, creme brulee, chocolate cake, ice cream, sorbet. They had exotic fruit tonight, and then they also always have low-fat frozen yogurt and no sugar added. So yes, we sort of doubled up on desserts tonight.
You gotta do it
Sometimes.
Yeah, you gotta do it every now
good.
and then.
Darn good.
It was good.
Macrina says, we need TMC to take us on a VV group cruise, and they buy us all drinks. Right? Because we're not going to use it. Group cruise, Virgin Voyages 2026. No. Well, I don't know. I mean, it's possible. Yeah, possible.
We've had some requests for MSC, and we've had some requests for Royal. I think we've had more requests for MSC for 2026.
Yeah. Yep.
Yeah, I think Royal comes in second, and then Virgin.
Small world to see friends in a strange location. I know, it's just right there. I mean,
they were 50 feet away from us. We're waving. No, it had to have been more like 100 feet.
they're there in their portal waving at us. I mean, they're right there. Anyway, Makita says to Antonio, are you still trying to make the group cruise? 3 desserts for Robert. No, we each had one. Mm-hmm. I had the apple pie a la mode, but an extra scoop of vanilla ice cream with it.
Yeah.
So we really just each had one, and we got that olive oil thingy to try because it just sounded so unique.
Yeah, it had like white chocolate, and it was really
really good. So we each had 1.5.
Yeah.
So no, I didn't have 3. 1.5.
2.5.
Actually 1.25. Because we didn't really finish the olive oil thing.
We didn't.
It was just a scoop of ice cream, for gosh sakes.
1.5 though, because you had an extra scoop. You had 1.5.
Who's counting scoops? I'm not counting scoops. And of course, we had pizza.
Yes.
Oh yeah,
yes.
and cookies for the midnight snack.
Yes.
All right, so tomorrow we got to get off the ship.
Yeah.
We're it seems like a traditional type exit. We'll obviously bring this to you tomorrow night, and when we do our full wrap up. But we got our little luggage tags 2 days ago, or a day ago, 2 days ago, whatever it was.
2 days ago.
Yep. We're number 14, and so you got to be out of your cabin by 7:30. All that normal stuff seems to be in play here. Mm-hmm. But I was just trying to think. I swear there was something else that I wanted to talk about tonight. And like every other night, one of these days I'll just take the notes like I did the other night. So, all right. Does anybody else have any other questions? Please let us know. That's hilarious.
Macrina, I did look for a spirit shirt for you, and they do not have spirit jerseys.
They do not.
No. Sorry.
No.
That I looked.
Macrina's like, sounds like he is rationalizing his. No, I don't rationalize calories. Not at all.
He just consumes.
Just gonna eat. I mean, yeah, there's a couple pounds here. It happens. It's still my COVID weight that I can't get rid of. Not that I've tried all that hard, but
No, you haven't tried that hard.
no. Yeah, it's I had been like 190 pounds for a decade. And then COVID hits, and 30 pounds later, and it's still there. It won't go away. I was like, come on, man. And doing all the cruises, that doesn't help either. Actually, we walk a lot.
Me too.
So we get some exercise.
Yeah. I don't feel like we've gained an excessive amount with the cruising that we do.
So group cruise people,
Mm.
everybody who's watching who is part of the group cruise, Lisa and I are going to go through the excursions here in the next couple weeks and pick the one that we want to do. We're only going to pick one of the ports. Okay, we're not going to do excursions on all three. I don't think that's fair. You know, a lot of people may not want to spend that extra money, so we will pick one, and that's just what it's going to be. And the reason, and I don't mean to be, like authoritative like that, but if I say here's the three, you're not all going to agree.
Yeah.
It's just never going to happen, right? And so I learned that a long time ago. So we're just going to pick one, and that will be the group cruise excursion coming up in November for the group. So that being said, for those who are joining us and don't know, we are group cruise, 238 days, 18 hours, 53 minutes, some change. Here is a little info on it.
Come join us November 8th, 2025.
There'll be meet and greets,
Parties,
pineapples.
ducks, and of course the live shows.
Don't miss our first ever group cruise. We'll see you on the horizon. There you go, everybody. That is an 8-day cruise on the Carnival Horizon. We're going to Aruba, Bonaire, and Curacao. I will ask you this for those going on the group cruise. What port would you prefer the excursion to be in? Leave it in the chat. I'd be interested to hear that.
Yeah.
I don't think it matters. I mean, they're all amazing places. We've never been to Bonaire.
We haven't.
So that might be a good place to do it because we've never been there.
Maybe.
And we'll just do like maybe the, Bonaire City Tour or whatever. I don't even know what they are. We got to go look at it. But the highlights, the highlight tour, right?
Yeah.
And check it out. And hopefully we can fill up a whole bus and it'll just be the group cruise. And we'll kick off the bus driver and I'll drive and she'll narrate. All right. Over here is a big white building. Have no idea why, but it's a big white building. Oh, speed bump. Yep. Forgot to mention that.
Oh my goodness.
Or at the very least, we'll keep the driver, but kick off the guide and I'll just, work the microphone.
There you go.
You'll get a lesson for sure.
Yeah.
And when we're live in person, I don't have one of these.
No.
That's only when we're live on YouTube. Marina says Curacao. Okay.
Curaçao's
We
a
have
lot of
we
fun.
have a vote for Curacao.
Mm-hmm.
Everybody else, come on in, chime in, chime in, chime in, chime in. We are rapidly, by the way, preparing for the next two cruises.
Mm-hmm.
The Aqua sails out of Southampton,
Mm-hmm.
and so we have to fly. It's the very first time we've ever booked airline flights.
From a cruise line.
Sorry, yes, cruise line airline flights.
Yes.
Normally we book all of our own airfare on our own, but yeah, they were NCO was running this buy one get one free deal or whatever, and I quick research. I was like, wow, yeah, that's like way cheaper. So we booked it through NCL, and of course that comes with all the transfers.
Mm-hmm.
So we don't have to worry about getting to and from the airport. We have another issue with things like that coming up soon as well, but we'll talk about that in a much later time. Hang on. Never been south of Marathon Key, so you're good for anywhere. Awesome.
Nice.
Show the bus tour bathroom for when was the last time you were on a tour bus in the Caribbean that had a bathroom in the bus? You're lucky if they have windows.
Yeah, that's very true.
Right?
That
Oh
is
my
very
Lord.
true.
Right? I love highlight tours. Good introduction to a new port. All right. So that's good. All right. So I'm a tall man. She probably dozed off to sleep.
She probably did.
I know. Wake up. Yeah, she said hello a long time ago, and then the last thing she said was no washy.
Yeah.
Been to Aruba and Curacao the most. Bonaire only 3 times. Well, nice. Yeah, we the funny thing was Southern Caribbean is what we've seen the least. For what we used to do pre-pandemic, before we had our channel, we always were sort of stuck in that a week category.
The 7 days.
The 7 days. And so it was hard for us to get outside and do anything more than that. Plus, if you wanted to do Southern, most of the itineraries at that time, not always, but a lot of them were leaving from San Juan, right? Which then meant flights. And so now the vacation costs us twice as much, right? So we've done Eastern, Western, Eastern, Western, Eastern, Western, 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 Eastern, 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 Western, Eastern, Western, Eastern, Western. Southern. Oh, we threw a Southern because we've gone a couple of times.
Yeah.
But of course, even during that time, we did manage to do. I think it was a 10-day Panama Canal.
Yeah.
That was the longest cruise we ever took, up until we did the Carnival celebration.
And that was actually the Panama Canal cruise was actually courtesy of
Princess, wasn't it?
Princess, yes.
We were
hurricanes. One of our cruises got cut short because of hurricanes.
Oh, so we used the
and they
the
gave
money.
us a future cruise credit.
I thought you were talking about that was the one that we went on because we finished our travel agent training.
Oh no, it wasn't.
That was another one.
No, that was on the Grand Princess. That was a 14-day.
And we did one of those on NCL too.
Yes, we did a couple on NCL.
Yeah, because of travel agent
classes.
stuff. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah. I don't know. I'd love to see them do more of that and train these agents. Really.
I agree.
We're going to have to start training agents.
Yeah.
Bring your own toilet paper.
Oh, my.
All Caribbean buses smell like bathrooms, right? Because they don't have bathrooms.
Oh, she's still awake.
Yep, been to 5 beaches in Aruba, just 1 beach in Curacao and Bonaire, and just walk around on our own. Bonaire, I think, is what we should do. We've never been there before, so like I think it was Bev who said that
she likes
to do the highlights. Yeah, love the highlight tours. It's a great introduction to the port. We've never been there before.
Yeah.
So we'll look in Bonaire.
Yeah, maybe.
Linda's like, Mama Tallman says, I'm awake. Aruba's our favorite, but any of the 3 is okay. All right. Are we still good with Leona? Leona watching? Hi, Aunt Leona. Hello. Auntie Lee. Patricia, you mean you've never seen how blue the Caribbean water is in person? Well, you're about to.
It's beautiful.
You're about to.
Yeah.
Actually, you even in the Bahamas today. Again, if I'm muted for just a second, hang on. Where are we here? All right. Okay, can you hear me? All right, you can hear me. All right. Look at if we get to it. There was a really good shot. That's not it. Nope, that's not it. Where is it? No. Really? Did I miss it? Where the heck is it? I guess I missed it. There was a shot where I was looking over and you could just see the bottom. Just beautiful, so beautiful. The water's so clear.
I feel like that was in yesterday's highlights in Cancun.
Really?
I feel like it was Cancun, not the Bahamas.
It could have been.
Yeah.
Yeah, sorry guys. It just the water's just stunning, and it had to be.
Beautiful.
It had to have been yesterday. Hang on a second. All right, back to it. Yeah, that's our live camera on our balcony, everybody. Earlier in the show, if you scroll all the way back, the moon was off to the side of us and just bouncing off the water. It was an amazing shot.
It was beautiful.
Right now, Not so much.
Yeah,
you
the
can
ship
see
change positions.
positions
Thank you. Yes.
here. You can just see wrong way. A little bit of it there in the back here. Right, see it right there in the back corner. Just a little bit.
Just a tiny bit.
Yeah.
That's not enough to
No.
call it.
No, but in looking at it too, that's when I was like, wait a minute, are we not moving? This ship, though, I would tell you, I was mentioning this to Lisa the other day. This ship has been one of the most stable ships we've been on in a long time.
I'm gonna go ever.
We've been in some. We've had some rain.
Yeah.
We've had some high winds.
Yes.
Some choppy water. You can see the white caps, on the water. So that means the waters are kind of choppy. Heck, in Grand Cayman, we couldn't port where we normally would port because the swells were too big.
Yeah.
So they made us go around to the other side of the island. And I've barely felt this thing moving.
No.
When I was in the theater tonight, I got to watch a few minutes of the show tonight. They've got these lights that were strung up from the stage all the way up to the balcony, and they were swaying a little bit. And I'm like, are we moving? The drug's working well, y'all.
This ship has really, really been very, very steady. Very steady.
Yep.
Yeah.
Anyway, Patricia says, nope. That's a nope. Only in photos. Well, we got to fix that, Patricia.
Yeah.
Highlight tours are nice, and they sometimes give you beach and shopping time too. Absolutely, we'll try to find a good one. She's in her apartment until 3/24. Oh, she's got 10 days. Then she'll have to watch with us, right? Tie her down to the sofa. You'll absolutely love it. I love to watch people discover beauty on a cruise. I know, right?
Yeah.
Gorgeous moon. Oh, yeah, Irene. Again, go back to the beginning, and in fact, here we're going to do something else here. Just give me just a second. Hang on. I'm gonna do this. Remember that's faux balcony cam. So just ignore that for a minute. And okay, we're doing that. And we're going here, and we got to close that stinking thing. Oh,
there he goes with 37 open windows.
Yeah. Documents. Okay, which one is the latest one? Which one? Sorry, everybody. I guess it's this one here. There we go.
Ah, yes.
Yeah. So that was tonight earlier, right? Just
look how glassy that water is.
Right?
That just is crazy.
That was from the beginning of the show. I told you I brought I recorded before the show started, and so that's the recording.
Yep.
So
we now have Moonlight Cam.
Yep. Moonlight Cam. So yeah, but here you can see we're moving because you can see the ripples and all that stuff. And anyway, yep. So there you go, Irene. Some more gorgeous moon for you. Patricia's like, I can't wait to get on a ship. I know, right? And Tuna says, this will be your first cruise? No, Patricia hasn't gone in a long time, if I remember correctly.
That's the feeling that I have, yeah.
Yep, so.
Yeah.
All right. Why every time I touch that comes up? I don't need to see that. All right. Well, look, guys, we're going to just let you see this view just for a couple more minutes, and then we're going to get out of here. This all has to get packed up tonight, our mobile studio, because unfortunately, the bags are packed. We're going home. The cruise is over, but we're not alone. I had some good words for that earlier, and I should have written it down immediately.
You should have.
Yeah. Leaving on a cruise ship. Dun, 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 dun. I know, so, yeah. Shut up, Tony. That's a really inside joke for those. Probably most don't get that, but that's okay. We're going to have a blast. Yes, we are, Macrina.
Yes, ma'am.
Absolutely. Nope, second cruise. But first cruise was a group cruise, but fully planned from morning to night. Didn't really get to do Carnival cruise things. That's why we're going to keep this a little bit loose and fun, right? We're not going to schedule everything out, but hang on. Just get to talk to each other and get acquainted. Absolutely. That's awesome, Patricia. You will love it. Awesome. I'm enjoying the moonshine, right?
Yes.
Hey, Antonio,
moonshine.
careful. We know what you really mean. I know you. Yeah, so for the group cruise, we're going to probably meet on sea days once during the day, and then have a couple hours together and do stuff and fun, and then y'all have the rest of the day and have fun, and then we'll meet back again for the show live, right? So, and then we'll have in Bon Air. I guess we've decided we'll have that time together for an excursion. We'll pick the excursion. Hopefully everybody will go, and we'll make sure that it's sort of grouped together so that we're all together. But the rest of the time, let's have fun. If we all want to hang out, that's great. But we've done, Lisa and I, our very first cruise, we've done the scheduled from 6 a.m. to 2 a.m. thing on a cruise before, and we'll absolutely never do it again. And so we want to have time with you guys, but we want you guys to have time with yourselves and your families and whatever. So we're not gonna completely pack out the schedule. Great, what's next? Holy crap, this Robert dude. Man, does his batteries ever die? No, because I've got the Cube and I recharge every night. Kidding. Patricia, now, what are we going to do all week? We're not going to tell you that. Nope, that's going to be hidden all the way up until we get on board. We are going to be putting together some fun stuff that we're going to do. It'll be entertaining and you'll have a good time, I promise. And so, yeah. Sorry. You're going to have withdrawals. Well, from what? From this? Because we're going on another ship in a couple weeks, y'all. Right? So you don't have to wait too long. And guess what? If you really are having withdrawals, all this stuff's on our channel.
That is very true.
You can go back and watch this all again if you like, right? It's there. Plus, we still will come on I don't know if it'll be Saturdays or Sundays, because that Fireside Saturday thing was kind of interesting.
Yeah.
That was kind of interesting.
Yeah.
So I don't know if we'll do that again or just do it on Sunday from inside the RV from Tallman Mobile, which is honestly the easier thing to do.
It's definitely easier.
It was funny. It was like, I don't know, 5:30, 5:45. And Alyssa was like, "What are you doing?" I'm like, "I'm getting ready for the show." She's like, "It's not even 7:00." I was like, "You have no idea how long it takes to settle this stuff up and make it work." Because, in the RV, it's all there, it's whatever, but I have to take it all apart to move it literally to the furthest part of our property and run extension cords. It's funny. It not a complaint. We enjoyed it, and maybe we'll do it again. But she's like, "Why are you doing so early? I mean, the show's not for like another 2+ hours." I'm like, and that's how long it's gonna take. Sometimes I'm like, some people just don't get it. No, Patricia, we're gonna have stuff that we're gonna do. We're gonna keep y'all busy enough, but relaxed enough at the same time, right? I'm going to have withdrawals. We already saw that. Moonshine. Yeah. Macrina says, I am willing to dine with anyone in the group. You say that now. Absolutely, Macrina. Okay, you too, Mama Tall Man. Patricia is like, first cruise was a cruise to lose. Oh, yeah, with
Richard Simmons.
Yeah, Richard Simmons.
Yeah.
Right? Yep. Bev's like, we were only scheduled 7 a.m. to 9 p.m. Only.
Oh my goodness. Well, he was always like the Energizer Bunny. That man never stopped.
Well, he kept the schedule like that so you wouldn't have time to go eat anything else. Because what an interesting place, to try to lose weight is on a cruise where food is at its plentiful 24 hours a day. I mean, all the running jokes, about, coming on as a passenger, leaving cargo. I mean, it's just, and to have a weight loss, weight control, get healthier cruise on that, I always found that very interesting. But, whatever. Can see Robert eating that 18-ounce cowboy steak from my leftovers. I'm going to have my own eat. I mean, the we, not TMC. Yes, Bev. It was a full schedule.
Sounds
catch
like
up on
it.
his sleep every other week, right? That's what you do. Catch up on your sleep because, you're with us and we appreciate each and every one of you for being here.
Yes, we do. Yes, we
Patricia,
do.
I eat on my cruises. Ha ha ha. Diet before and after. There you go. Right. And we don't diet, but we eat differently when we're at home than we do here.
Oh, totally.
The pizzas and the cookies and the cakes and we will have cookies at home occasionally. I mean, look, you see us in our live shows. Our snack,
Popcorn.
95% of the time is popcorn.
Yeah.
Right. And so we don't eat like this when we're at home. So we go home to lose the weight and we come here to put it back on. Right. Well, maybe catch up on my TV shows. There you go. Right. Richard Simmons Cruise. Yep. That's what I remember. Yep. We are up and out of cabin usually by 8 a.m. Love to sit outside for breakfast. Okay. Well, there you go. There's some night spots on the horizon for that, Mama Tall Man. Midnight chocolate buffet never happened. Right. Shh. What happens on the cruise stays on the cruise. Marina's like, I eat breakfast outside too. Oh, well, there you go. You have some eating partners.
Nice.
Okay? I eat on my cruises too. I hope you eat on your cruises. But have never gained a pound. Okay. Oh, hey, whoa, hey. I'm the one putting out the towels for everyone.
Oh.
Yeah, on this ship, if you got there at 8 o'clock, you were late.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, you'd have to do it before breakfast on this ship.
Still shocked. 6:07 and 25% of the chairs were already taken. I'm like, where are you people? There was no one. I'm like, do you hire the gremlins to come out to do it or something? Because they weren't there. I suppose they could have been inside eating. There was a few people inside eating, but I didn't. I just thought that was crazy. Crazy. 6:07. Unbelievable. Anyway, Macrina's like, I take the steps to eat what I want. She takes the steps so she can eat what she wants to eat. And she gains about 4 pounds. But then, lose it when you go home, right? But Bev was Richard on those cruises. Lost weight in those cruises. Okay, awesome.
Nice.
But Irene's like, I agree with you, Robert. Just seems funny. Eating wise. No, I understand. Yeah. And so we just, we don't limit ourselves here at all. And whatever we want to eat, we eat whenever we want to do. And it was you, Irene, talking about eating too late. We get that too. This was it. But we had our snack, for us, 45 minutes ago. So it was in the 9 o'clock hour. We're not going to be to bed until midnight. I mean, it's 10:30 now. By the time we're done, pack up, calm down, this, that, or whatever, it'll be after midnight. So we've had 3+ hours to digest the snack. So it's not like we're shoving it in our mouth and crawling right into bed, which is not the best thing to do for anybody.
No, it's not.
You need to have a little bit of time.
It's not.
So where did I put that? Oh, hang on. I'm going to move this. Hang on, everybody. Sorry, hang on. That was the other balcony cam. Come on, give me the new one.
There we go.
There we go.
There's the moonshine.
Yes, I'm just trying to get it up there in order. There we go.
Moonlight cam.
All right, everybody. Last but not least, we're going to repeat again for those joining us within the next 4 weeks, Lisa. We are giving away a cruise ship.
Mm-hmm. Thank you.
You heard that right. We are giving away a cruise ship. From April 12th to April 19th, Lisa and I are going to be on the inaugural of the MSC World America. And during that cruise, we are going to be giving away a 1 to 400 replica scale model, Lego type model of the MSC World America. Now, I want you to understand this. One, this is not sponsored by MSC, not sponsored by Lego, YouTube, to anyone, Robert and Lisa. Paying out our own money to have a Lego artist, Lego brick type artist, design this. We're going to make 2. One for me, one for one lucky subscriber, and one winner. All you have to do to win is be watching the live shows when we're on the MSC World America. Mm-hmm. We have a little piece of software that we signed up for called Raffly. It is in real time going to pick somebody out of our live chat. Mm-hmm. So all you have to do, there's no registration. Just show up at 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time every night from April 12th to April 19th. And one of those nights, we're going to give away a ship.
Yep.
So make sure to join us.
Yes,
Yeah.
please do.
Yes, yes, yes. Hit that subscribe button. Become part of the Tall Man Clan. It is free to you. Cost you absolutely nothing. It's free. And you could potentially win like this $700, $800, $900 model. I really don't know how much it really would cost, but we do research and stuff, and Lego sells a replica of the Titanic on their website. $660 right now. It was a few days ago. I don't know what it is today. This is going to be bigger than that model. So,
And there's only going to be 2.
and we're giving it away.
And we're giving it away.
We're giving it away. There may be more.
There may be
Yeah,
more
we said that in the
we
video.
want to leave that open, but we are going to limit it, so there's not going to be thousands of them out there.
We want this to be truly like a one of a kind numbered kind of thing. So
special thing.
we're going to give one away, one for us, and if enough people out there want them, we might do a limited edition thing, 25 to 50 or something like that, but no more than that. Just a very limited edition. I know. Was Valerie?
I think there's 3 people that
a few people have already emailed.
Yeah.
If you don't win and you want one of those models, make sure you send me an email. I'll create a list. Okay. If you happen to be, not the winner, let me know. Oh, it will not be put together. You have to put it together. That's part of the fun.
But
Lego
you will
thing is
have
part of the fun.
instructions, so it's not like you have to go in blindly.
Right? You have to go blind. Oh, thank you for the thumbs up.
Thank you.
Yeah. Yeah, there you go. Macrina says, I agree. Eat what I want, but never finish anything. Well, there's a couple times that I don't finish. I think we talked about this the other night, and this is probably the military guy in me. I'll clean my plate. Even a lot of times if I don't like it. There's few exceptions on this cruise. I had prime rib one night, and honestly, it just didn't sit well with me, so I didn't finish the prime rib. This morning, I grabbed what I thought was the last hash brown, which was really crispy. So I didn't eat that one. But outside of that, we pretty much eat everything. I eat everything that's put in front of me. Thank you, Mama Tallman. And but I don't fill my plate up. Right? I mean, how many times have you walked around a buffet with someone with this like mound of freaking food? I'm like, it's not going away. The buffet's still going to be there. It doesn't close for another 2 hours. You can go back for another plate. But I get small portions, right? At least at the buffet. Yeah. The only time I never get small portions is when I'm making a stinking salad.
True.
Every cruise we get on, I'm like, okay, Lisa, I'm just gonna make a small one, and I come back with this freaking bowl of like, and I'm like, but look, I put like this much lettuce, but unfortunately, I put that much of about 20 other things, and big salad. I'm like, oh great. Now I'm a rabbit eating all this roughage. Outside of that, like a little of this, a little of that, a little of this, and then I get to sample a lot of things, right? So anyway. Right. Safe travels home. Group cruise gift. LOL. What are you talking about? No. I finished everything. Good job. And I got to look up the cube link. Remind me about that.
Oh, yes.
My model ship might look like the current Titanic if I put it together. No, my friend. They're very the directions are really, really simple. I'm not sure I have a way to show you. The directions will be on a PDF, and each step it says you need 5 of these pieces and 3 of these pieces, and then it shows you how they go in line, right? And then the next step, if you're building on top of it, it shows the next step sort of in green, so you know the ones that you're putting on next. It's really pretty good. So yeah. Anyway. I love your cruise show. Thank you, Desiree.
Aw, thank you.
I take tiny bits at the buffet just to taste. Well, that's what I'm talking about. Yeah. Like I don't know what day it was, but they had some sort of Asian style chicken something, and I chose the smallest, tiniest little piece that I could get. One, because I didn't know if I was going to like it, but besides that, I already had chicken salad and I had some egg salad and I had, this and I had that. I had, all these little pieces. And so I just want one little piece and eat all the little pieces up and it adds up to a big piece. So it's all good. All right, everybody, we are going to get out of here. We've been with you for about an hour and a half, and I don't see any other questions popping up, which is just fine. If you are and did make it this far into the replay and have a question about this ship, leave it in the comments because Lisa is going to answer it for you. All right, y'all. You know the drill, right? Everybody knows the drill?
Yep.
Everybody knows the drill. We don't have to get home. We don't
Actually,
have to get
we
home.
do.
Yeah,
we do have to go home.
We do have to go home. Okay. Well, we are getting up out of here. Peace.